The first principle we're going to cover is that of wise management. And look, if you want to have a prosperous financial life, it starts with wisdom in the management of your resources. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 21:17, "Whoever loves pleasure will be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil will not be rich." Now, this doesn't mean you can't enjoy the good things in life, but it does mean you need to be smart about your spending. Don't be a slave to debt or impulse purchases. You see, folks, it's about taking responsibility for every dollar you earn and making it work for you, not against you. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Start by creating a budget, folks. I know, the dreaded B word, but trust me, it's not about deprivation. It's about taking control. It's about making a plan for your money so you can achieve your financial goals. Think of it like this. If you were building a house, you wouldn't just start laying bricks without a blueprint, would you? No way. You'd plan it out carefully, making sure you had the right materials and the right people for the job. Well, your finances deserve the same level of care and attention. So get yourself a good old-fashioned pen and paper or use a budgeting app if that's more your style, and start tracking your income and expenses. You'll be amazed at how much clearer your financial picture becomes when you know where your money is going. And remember, this isn't a one-time thing. Just like you wouldn't build a house and then never do any maintenance, you need to review and adjust your budget regularly. Life throws curveballs, and your budget needs to be flexible enough to handle them. So, are you ready to become a wise manager of your resources? Are you ready to experience the peace of mind that comes with having a plan for your money? Then let's get started. Now, let's talk about something that transforms lives, both yours and others. Generosity. The Bible teaches us in Luke 6:38 that give, and it will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Do you want more blessings in your life? Be generous. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Dave, I can barely pay my bills. How can I be generous? But here's the thing, folks. Generosity isn't about how much you give. It's about the heart behind it. Even if you can only afford to give a small amount, do it with a cheerful heart, knowing that you're honoring God and making a difference in the lives of others. You see, generosity is a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start by tithing, giving the first 10% of your income back to God. Now, I know some folks disagree with tithing, but I'm telling you, it's a principle that has worked wonders in my life and the lives of millions of others. It's about putting God first in your finances, and when you do that, He promises to bless you in ways you can't even imagine. But generosity goes beyond tithing. It's about looking for opportunities to bless others, whether it's helping a neighbor in need, supporting a local charity, or simply buying a cup of coffee for the person behind you in line. When you're generous, you're not just giving away your money, you're investing in something much bigger than yourself. You're investing in eternity. And let me tell you, folks, that's an investment with an eternal return. So, open your heart, open your wallet, and experience the joy and blessings that come with being a generous giver. We've come to the third principle, which is perhaps the most practical of all dedicated work. The Bible is clear. He who works with lazy hands becomes poor, but he who is diligent becomes rich. Proverbs 10:4. Let me tell you something, folks. There's no substitute for hard work. If you want to achieve financial success, you gotta be willing to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Now, I'm not talking about working yourself to the bone, 60 to 70 hours a week. That's a recipe for burnout, not success. But I am talking about having a strong work ethic, being reliable, and taking pride in your work. When you're dedicated to your work, you're more likely to excel, to get promotions, and to earn more money. It's simple math, folks. The more value you bring to the table, the more valuable you become. But it's not just about the money. When you work hard, you develop character, you build skills, and you gain a sense of accomplishment that money can't buy. You learn the value of perseverance, of overcoming obstacles, and of never giving up on your dreams. And let me tell you something else, folks. Hard work is contagious. When you're surrounded by people who are passionate about their work and committed to excellence, it rubs off on you. It inspires you to step up your game and to reach for your full potential. So ditch the entitlement mentality, folks. Stop waiting for handouts or shortcuts. Embrace the dignity of work, put your shoulder to the wheel, and watch as God blesses your efforts. Now, that's a principle we all need to apply better: planning. Before you build a house, you need to calculate the cost, right? Luke 14:28. The same goes for our finances. You see, folks, failing to plan is planning to fail. You wouldn't jump in a car and start driving without knowing where you're going, would you? So why do we do that with our money? Planning gives you direction, it gives you purpose, and it helps you stay on track when those financial storms hit. It's about being proactive instead of reactive, about making conscious choices instead of letting life happen to you. So, what does financial planning look like? Well, it starts with setting goals. What do you want to achieve with your money? Do you want to buy a house, pay off debt, retire early? Write down your goals and make them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Once you know where you're going, you can start mapping out your route. This means creating a budget, saving for emergencies, investing for the future, and having a plan for dealing with debt. Look, I know planning isn't always glamorous or exciting. It takes time, it takes effort, and it requires discipline. But let me tell you something, folks. The peace of mind that comes with knowing you're prepared for whatever life throws your way is priceless. And last but not least, let's talk about gratitude. 1 Thessalonians 5:18 teaches us to give thanks in everything, and that includes our financial life. You see, folks, gratitude is a powerful force. When you're grateful for what you have, no matter how big or small, it shifts your perspective. It takes your focus off of what you lack and puts it on the abundance that already surrounds you. Gratitude also opens the door for more blessings. When you're thankful for what you have, you're acknowledging the source of those blessings. You're saying to God, "Thank you for what you've given me, and I trust you to provide for my needs." Now, I know it's easy to be grateful when things are going well, when the money's flowing in and the bills are getting paid on time. But what about when you're facing financial hardship? What about when you're struggling to make ends meet? That's when gratitude becomes even more important. It's easy to fall into a trap of negativity and despair when you're facing financial challenges, but gratitude can be a lifeline. It can help you find joy in the midst of the storm and remind you that God is still in control. So, how can you cultivate an attitude of gratitude in your financial life? Start by making a list of everything you're grateful for, even the things we often take for granted, like a roof over your head, food on the table, and clothes on your back. Then, take some time each day to reflect on those blessings and thank God for them. Remember, folks, gratitude isn't about ignoring your problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when times are tough. It's about trusting that God is working everything together for your good, even when you can't see it yet. So those are the 5 biblical principles for transforming your financial life. Let's recap quickly. Wise stewardship, generosity, dedicated work, planning, and gratitude. These principles, my friends, are your roadmap to financial peace and prosperity. They're not about getting rich quick, but about building a solid foundation for a lifetime of financial freedom. Now it's up to you. Which of these principles do you already apply, and which do you need to improve? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more practical life tips based on the Bible. Oh, and share this video with your friends and family. Who knows? Maybe you can bless someone's financial life today. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay with God.